integrity, and honor excellence.
Jubilation and cheering long into the night.
First down for Michigan. It's a Corum run right up the middle. It's a gain of 9. Gifford the tackle.
Because of it, in the crowd, they know it.
Michigan 55% on third down this year. Big line, first down run for Corum, keeping those legs moving.
Get used to saying something today, Benetti. Key.
This is into the wind on third down and 3. And so it's Corum, and he is drilled, denied by Gifford. The pile's going to end up about a yard short of the line to gain, and this feels like go for it for Michigan.
No question. And that was the same exact surge.
There it is, right up the zipper, first down. No mystery.
No. It's unapologetic bully ball. And the number of times you will watch today the ball just run between the tight ends. As much as anybody I have seen, especially last week as they got back into conference play. The first few weeks non-conference.
Numbers over 200 yards as he's out with Mullings in on 2nd and 2.
Love Wilson in the slot here.
Been a big touchdown maker. McCarthy scanning. Loads of time for McCarthy. Now he wings it downfield. To the end zone, Roman Wilson. Who's got a touchdown? Wow!
That is fighting wind. That is fighting hands and distraction drill. That's fighting contact. And he just pins it against Gifford's helmet and doesn't lose control.
How did he do this?
That is extraordinary ball skills.
To get on a flight every day. And so, yeah, this matters to him. And yes,
that turns it. A win today would ramp up that conversation in a long, big way.
And a chance, really, and he's not thinking about it this way right now, but a chance to be in Nebraska lore. First throw tipped in the air and intercepted by Michigan and Kenneth Grant with the long arms at 340 engulfing the ball. That's the first pick for Harburg this year.
They're so good, have such a feel. You're going to see the stunt here from McGregor. He doesn't get home, but he reads the quarterback. He's 6'6". He times it perfectly. And Jason, if anybody was due the ball to fall into their arms, it's number 78. He paved the way for Sainer Still on the interception a week ago. Big man was in the open field blocking. And some
Mullings in 3rd and 1. And it's Mullings seeking the end zone. Touchdown. End zone.
Yeah, look at the wave of humanity here, and in particular the left tackle, Ladarius Henderson, the transfer from Arizona State, just washes down the line of scrimmage. And let's just
6 carries in the Rutgers game, but Jim Harbaugh has very much been a man of his word, getting a lot of State, obviously, very much in red pen or whatever color pen they choose to use for later in the year. 2nd down and 9 for Harburg, who was picked off on the last drive. He's got it to the tight end, Thomas Fidoni, and a first down. 5 for Nebraska. Harburg, pump fake, throws down the middle, first down, and then some. Billy Kemp does get his first touch, and he's all the way inside the 25.
The one thing I appreciate about Heinrich is
it's a jet sweep. And it's Bonner, and he is not going to get to the line to gain. Janiron Bonner hit by Wallace, 4th down. At least that's what Marcus Satterfield will tell you, and it looks like they're not going to run a play.
Stem, don't flinch. Michigan will move their D linemen, can't flinch.
Harburg leaping, driven back. The spot is what matters, and the far side official says no. And so did Michigan.
Defender, I said it's all about those edges. That could be the difference in this measurement.
He's well short. Well short. And we asked Jesse Minter, who do you... If the
4th and 1, so see what happens.
Got it. Thanks, Matt.
Needs to stop right here, Allison. Thank you. J.J. McCarthy with a bullet right down the middle. That's a first down to his tight end, A.J. Barner.
Deal for the game.
Perfect team to have that on. A little shovel there. It's Barner again. And McCarthy just kind of flicked it out there like a one-timer. 2nd down and 7. For J.J. McCarthy. Oh, they're going to pass it back. He loads up, he scans, he fires right down the middle. That is a bullseye. Man, oh man, Cornelius Johnson pulls it in.
You know what else?
And a counter beast.
He's an exceptional talent. And here he goes. He loves to run and score. Touchdown.
Getting our mics right down there. Yeah, thank him. Because once again, look at the protection. Nebraska brings 5. He feels it. But look at the open space. Nebraska knew it. He runs and scrambles in the middle of the field to throw it. He gets in the red zone. He scrambles to bring out the beast and finish it.
How about Allison? She just finishes talking about both sides of him. He aggressively runs into the end zone and then writes a thank you card.
His time in the NFL, those 4 years, helped shape him into the D coordinator he's become.
With the Baltimore Ravens, Harburg has to climb the pocket and run on 3rd and 16, and he'll be well short as they tried to rip the ball away. Will Johnson was going for it. Edwards into the backfield, and it is Edwards, and he is stonewalled by Wright. Interesting drive for Michigan that will go through a pick once as a boomerang to Harburg. 3rd and 5 for Harburg. That's a laser for Billy Kemp, and a Nebraska first down, much needed. With Matt Rule over the course of a handful of stops, Baylor, Temple, Carolina in the NFL. Harburg spits it out, got a completion for Kemp, and now it's going to be 4th and a couple in territory where you might think about it. On forever between players on both those teams. Who would have won that game, Nebraska or Michigan? 2nd and 13 for the Wolverines. Cornelius Johnson breaks a tackle and then traipses down the sideline very close to the line to gain. Then comes in as the extra tight end. Mullings is the tailback. He scored a touchdown earlier and he crashes to the 40.
And there's nothing you can do about it. And then we know the eyes and just the defenders. Look at them, the commitment they've got to make to stopping that run.
They use Wilson in motion, and then it's Corum moving those legs forward. He is a tough guy from the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains.
Yeah, well, he was in those real-time reps.
Third and 2, Mullings again. That is just power for Michigan. First down. I mean, Henrich just... McCarthy doubles out of the pocket and launches. End zone, Wilson! That had a vapor trail on it. Want to go out of bounds.
Nope. And we've talked about these legs. This is the X factor. You talk to any coach, how do you become a lead in the red zone? And they all say the same thing. Got to run the ball, but then your QB's got to make these kind of special plays off schedule. And right now, he's not mentioned with Penix, and he's not mentioned with Caleb Williams, and he's not mentioned with Bo Nix. He better start getting mentioned.
Extemporaneous work out of the pocket and the arm to match.
Yes. And the athleticism. Yes.
That's right. 2nd down and 3. Everybody take a breath. Except it's not possible with this Michigan defensive line. Harburg on the roll and throw to the sideline, and that will do it for the first half from here in Lincoln, Nebraska. The bad news is extra butter in the first half for Michigan, and Nebraska will have it from the 25. Jason. First down for Harburg and Nebraska. It's a throw. It's on the money, and it's Marcus Washington with his first, dragging Mason Blue all the way inside the 20.
How good was this at the second level? Harburg gets a little bit of protection, right? He can just step into that throw and just carry Wolverines for yard after yard after yard is Marcus Washington. A few more of them than they've gotten the rest of the season. But no balance, tough day.
And there's a sack. Braden McGregor finally got his first.
Wow. Showing up in the stat sheet, that is domination.
This is not an easy kick here, Brock. 40 yards into the wind for Albano. And it is never there. How he uses his body in close quarters. 3rd and long for Michigan. 5 for 7 on 3rd down today. McCarthy felt the heat. Loveland turns the corner and has a first down.
And that's the tackle that Matt Rule's talking about to Allison.
With affinity as like clockwork. And we have seen Michigan's clockwork so far. Play fake. McCarthy snaps it off right down the middle. Low clothesline for a first down to Darius Clemens.
31 times.
And there he goes. Foot in the ground, first down. I also thought it was interesting. You asked him about what he hears. Does he?
As an O-line coach and an OC, he's in rhythm today.
Sharp drive for Michigan. Delayed handoff. Corum again plays pinball inside the 5.
It continually delivers the blow.
Patient until he's not. There he goes again. And he is just short. Just short. 2nd and goal from the 1. Right back there. Corum is in. Standing, undaunted, touchdown, Michigan.
Look at my man, Zach Zinner. Hands easy. Right here, he's going to come on a little pulling action. They love to do this. A lot of counter. Pulling the guards. And Mr. Zinter is just hunting and driving and mowing.
They just churn out offensive linemen nowadays at Michigan. You hungry?
Grass if that ball is able to slip by Quentin Johnson's hand.
Quentin Johnson played a lot of football for Michigan and just got his first start against UNLV in week 2. Now under siege, Harburg just has to whip it out of bounds. Moore was very active on that drive, and he was off balance. As Buschini kicks it away, and it's a fair catch from Morris, drifting back to the 25. Michigan will have it back. The number 2. We also saw Davis Warren loosening up during the break. It's Tuttle for now. There's a marker in. Might have been a neutral zone infraction with the snap coming. With the
offside. Defense, number 9, 5-yard penalty. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense, number 48, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. It is number 48's first unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. A second results in game disqualification.
Like that, and you fully develop it, guess what you can do? You can play 25, 30 guys and keep, as you said, the tread from wearing down on the tires.
Tuttle to throw, and it's a crossing route for Clemens, who breaks it down, slams on the brake pads, and gets a first down just short of the 40-yard line.
Much like the ones that he played on in the 80s, now you just sprinkle in a ton of depth and an elite quarterback that stirs the drink.
McCarthy's back up, Tuttle on the handoff, and that is a ricochet forward for Mullings for a first down in the offensive line.
Place and putting on just a physical whooping.
Quick throw for Tuttle. He's got Samaj Morgan, and the freshman Morgan, who just had his first college touchdown last week, has for McCarthy's backup, Tuttle. He has to roll out of the pocket with the pressure coming from right and go out of bounds. So it'll be 4th down for Michigan. That's a first for you,
Yeah.
right? 10's athlete, former hockey and lacrosse player from the south side of Chicago, as that goes swerving through to make it 38.
Program win number they're a part of, but you also have numbers representing the area code where players are from. He wanted them more individual.
You look like, and what they look like is one of the most physically dominating teams in college football this season.
And Nebraska obviously is not the best version of Nebraska under Matt Rule that they will be, as that's flipped out wide and caught by the freshman Johnson, and he just got railroaded down to the 40-yard line. He's from Columbus, Nebraska, here in the state. Hausman spent 1 year here, 7 starts. Harburg to throw. He's got a first down to Fedoni.
You know, I was chatting with Jesse Minter yesterday, and he talked about Hausman being the guy in the last one.
Floor is up, but that was a hole.
You think so?
I do.
Okay.
There's a lot of jersey going on. All right, I'm done. Third down for Harburg. He has to throw it quickly, and it's incomplete off the hands of Washington. And this has not been to his core what it's like to be a Nebraska fan, and guaranteed he's going to be disappointed. But man, to even be in the spot to play quarterback for this team means a lot to him. And moving forward, we'll see what this looks like for the Huskers. Pressure again. He gets roped and dropped. Josiah Stewart was not going to let go. And all Corum and McCarthy have to do is enjoy the rest of the day on a scorcher here in Lincoln, Nebraska. Denegal to throw, felt the pressure, and now there goes a big body inviting contact and creating resonance into right.
Not to me, if it's a game that comes down to the line of scrimmage, which they usually do in November, Ohio State's got continued room to grow. Now, having said that, what they did a week ago, and you could just...
That Maryland team is throttling Indiana this week. They're going to go in unbeaten to take on Ohio State, and you know, Mike Loxley has built some belief there in College Park, as this does go to the 21-yard line for Mullings.
And then the obvious conversation.
Who came back here, and there's a belief that they're going to beat Ohio State. Whether that's true or not, we'll find out together. As that is a first down under 6 to go.
Well, I know this as well. When you can run and people know you're going to run, and that's what marked the turn for me. It's right at Ohio State, and they couldn't stop them. Since then, not many people have, other than Georgia and a little bit of TCU.
A little bit, but that was a 96-point game. As we take a look at our good hands playmaker.
Have the awareness in the heat of that moment right there to pin it against Gifford's helmet, not lose control. I got my partner pretty excited right at the jump.
I'm standing right here. I have a name. Denegal down the middle. That's a touchdown for the Wolverines. Peyton O'Leary scores it.
How cool is that for Mr. Denegal? His first as a Wolverine, and you know, kind of like JJ. Once again, I can pat the ball, I can step up in the pocket. 6'5", I can see it clearly, and I can deliver a seed. He will remember that one. This has been a bit of a statement.
A bit?
A bit. Taking the ball away, hit and harass the young Harburg, and just not allowed Nebraska to go going.
Right up the middle, and there finally is a big run. Joshua Fleeks, the Baylor transfer, means no shutout in Lincoln today.
You're going to see the same pull in action from Nebraska. The kick out there, a nice job by Piper. He's not giving up. And it's a good thing they put Mr. Fleeks, a running back, because nobody from Michigan was going to catch him in the open field.
Looked like it was going to be the first shutout for Nebraska since Jake Plummer and Arizona. According to Bo Schembechler, I don't know, they're kind of up in the physical here today. It's going to be a little bit closer to 2-1.
I want to clarify, I think.
Yeah.
Get our coordinators right. I think it was Coach Haycock.
Pulled down in 3.
Need a push. I'm going to guess run play.
Who you think?
Yeah.
Look at you, Sherlock Holmes.
Tony Romo, got nothing on me.
Great. Minute and a half to go. Michigan has run 73 today. As that's up in the air, and it's tipped by Wright. He's been everywhere late in this game.
He's going to have brighter days.
Stock guy had a pretty bright day, honestly, at the end of this thing. But yes, I'd say that kiddingly, but Nebraska. Fourth down throw, Harburg on target right to midfield for Jalen Lloyd, the freshman, with his first catch after a rush earlier in the season at Minnesota. His first points and 7 or fewer opponent points. Charlie Ward, 1993, Florida State, Warwick Dunn, etc. Derek Brooks, 79 Alabama. And now the Michigan Wolverines play for Nebraska native Heinrich Harburg from Kearney, Nebraska. He'll roll it out. He'll throw it in the air, and it's incomplete. And the Michigan Wolverines once again pile on 17 straight in the win column in the Big Ten. Top 5 in league history, and an impressive, overwhelming performance for Michigan today.